What's going on? Oh, you're getting coffee kisses. So I never was able to introduce you all to my new ferret. This is Coffee. Coffee is our little fur noodle, which we have adopted around May, I believe, the end of May or June or something. No, beginning of June we adopted him. The absolute cutest being in the world, and I love him dearly. Look at the little booger. Pusha. Thank you. He will not be staying for the entire video because he would never be able to, but and really enjoys getting on people's nerves and biting people and stuff. But he's doing so much better than before, and he's very interested about all the things that are happening behind us. What are all these things, Coffee? What are all these things? He is very interested. He's actually quite relaxed at the moment, so I'll just keep him here for a while. Oh, no, don't grab it. Today's video is part 2 of me reacting to Therian YouTube shorts in this case. As you guys may know, I have reacted to a whole bunch of Therian TikToks in the past, and this does pretty well on my channel, to be honest. People really seem to enjoy these type of videos, so. But I have kind of decided to step over to YouTube shorts instead, as apparently YouTube shorts in the Therian community is kind of growing a lot. So that's pretty neat, because then I have more to react to, I suppose. So I'm not just here to like entertain you guys, I'm also here to inform you guys a little bit and set something straight. Yo. Oh, you're sleepy. You're so sleepy. It's just the usual disclaimers. I'm not here to hate on anybody. I'm actually a Therian myself, so I experience animalistic behavior myself as well, so I do not judge anybody who does, but I may be correcting some misinformation, like I said earlier. Also, I might cut out portions of the shorts that I find due to copyright issues with the music, so yeah, that's why. You're gonna fall. Honey, I just need to type something in my phone for 1 second, if I may. Okay, here we go. I bet your mom don't accept you as a Therian. Let's go. Yes! We got a supportive mom. Yay, I love that. I always love it when Therians are making videos where they show that their parents are supportive. There is nothing cooler than parents who accept their kids just being themselves. My parents are also very supportive, so it's really great to see. And also it sets a good example for parents who might be a little more indifferent about their kids identifying as Therian or anything like that. So yeah, keep on making these types of videos if you can, because it's pretty healthy for the community in my opinion. Caught my first shift on camera. Trying to make a slow-mo of it. Shift starts. Hunting a sock. Runs off with it. Okay. Zooms past camera with the sock. It was a very active shift. Okay. Jumps on the bed. Gets bored of the sock. Laying down. Shift ends. What? Okay. So, how do I go about this? So my personal issue with this type of videos where people share their shift on camera, I've noticed within the videos, the shorts and the TikTok videos that I've seen where people share their shift on camera, that the shift always kind of looks the same. In the sense that it looks like the person is completely changing up. Do you mind? Please do not get in my necklace. That's dangerous. You're going to choke the both of us. Thank you. Jesus. My personal issue with these types of videos is that people tend to show the exact same type of shift all the time. And the thing is that shift comes in many shapes and forms. Usually when a Therian gets a shift, it's like either a mental shift or a sensory shift or a phantom shift, and it doesn't necessarily affect their behavior much unless they let it. Surely it's possible through this video that the Therian decides to let their shift change how they behave and just let it happen. That's fine. However, I kind of feel like it causes for the community to think that shifts basically mean that you sort of mentally change into your Theritype, and it doesn't really work that way. So I have seen many videos of Therians sort of suddenly acting like their Theritype, even though that's not necessarily how a shift is portrayed. When I get a shift, you usually will not really see that much of a difference unless I really decide to play it out. I have actually, in the past, before the video got removed, I actually showed a video of me shifting once, and I decided to do vocals with it. And it was really just a matter of looking around differently and thinking differently, but I didn't start immediately acting like a wolf in my case. I'm not necessarily saying that this person is doing something wrong, not at all, but the fact that that's the only thing that I see within the community at the moment, within these types of shorts or these types of TikToks or anything alike. Whenever I see a person fully starting to behave like the Theritype and thinking that that's what a shift is, and also saying that it is their first shift and everything like that, it kind of sort of makes it seem like it's either pretend or like the person doesn't necessarily know exactly what a shift is. But again, this could very well just be an actual shift. I'm not saying that they're faking or anything. I'm just trying to explain why these types of videos usually kind of, you know, make me doubt a little bit about its validity. I made paper claws. Oh! That's actually quite nice. Oh, I kind of like that actually. That's quite creative. I would love to do that too sometime. I like how people keep on creating new types of gear that do look pretty realistic. So that's a type of content that I do actually enjoy watching. I would actually love to do this too sometime. That actually looks pretty nice, and it seems pretty easy too. Like, it's literally made of paper. So I'm going to put away my ferret because he's getting tired of me. It's pretty obvious. So goodbye, baby. All my Theritypes and how they behave: bear, curious, calm, usually foraging. Okay, cool. Dog, energetic, playful, vocal. Nice. Fox, jumpy, strong prey dive, skittish. Dragon, lazy, protective of belongings, territorial. Okay, that's pretty cool. I do actually like the fact that some people really pay a lot of attention to how their Theritypes are different from one another. I pretty much have this too, even though the Bettafish is obviously a lot different from the wolf. For those who don't know yet, I identify as a black-faced wolf and a Bettafish. And but those two animals are so incredibly different that it's not really that important for me to distinct the behaviors, but I can imagine that for those who are Therians and have Theritypes that have overlapping behaviors and stuff, it can be very interesting to kind of dissect which behaviors are from which Theritype or kin type. I see my friends doing this too all the time, and sometimes there's even an overlap where they're like, oh, this type of behavior is actually from both of my Theritypes. Which I do kind of sense in a way as well, because, for example, the wolf Theritype and the Bettafish Theritype, both animals are incredibly territorial, hence the name of my channel, for example. So I experience an extra territorial drive, and that's very interesting to see, really. But it's pretty cool to dissect the differences in behaviors. What's this? Being a Therian is easy. No, it's not. I suppose it kind of depends per person. Like, for some people, being a Therian could be really easy and really light, not something that changes their life that much. And for other people, it can be exhausting, and for example, because they experience constant species dysphoria and stuff, and it could be very draining for them. These types of videos, I partially agree with. On the other hand, I would never try to make it seem like I am victimizing myself, for example, because I am a Therian. There's not necessarily anything wrong with being a Therian, and it's not like a mental disorder or anything. I mean, it's not like you're going to struggle regardless if you are a Therian. The experiences really just depend per person. So making these types of videos, like, it's good to show there's a negative side towards being a Therian at times, but I want to try to make it look like it's such a terrible experience, because it doesn't have to be, not at all. And it's also very contradicting to people constantly posting those chordobics videos where they make it look so fun. So in a way, it's good to say that there's a different side to it, but it also, it's only going to confuse people if you're going to suddenly make it look like it's so dramatic and so terrible to be a Therian, because it's not that black or white. It's usually a gray area. There's usually good sides to it, but also bad sides to it. So, you know.
Have you seen this spam comment on TikTok of users saying they need a Therian girlfriend? What exactly is a Therian? Therian is short for therianthrope, a term used to refer to someone who identifies as a creature other than human, internally or spiritually. Toward the end of February 2024, the spam comment, "I need a Therian girlfriend," started appearing on videos, often of girls who identify as Therians. Regardless, people found the comment funny and decided to take it for their own, resulting in the spam comment trend. As it spread over the following days, it inspired a variety of memes about it on the platform, as people wondered what exactly it meant. Would you want a Therian girlfriend?
God, okay. Well, at least their information about Therians wasn't incorrect or anything, but I didn't even know that was such a thing. The whole "I need a Therian girlfriend" thing. I think it's sort of a parody to "I need an emo girlfriend" or "I need a goth girlfriend," which you sometimes see online as well. Are they trying to ridicule Therians in a really weird and twisted way? Because for the "I need a goth girlfriend" comment, it's kind of both from what I've noticed. Like, sometimes people mean that they are ridiculing goth people, and other times they are actually serious and they do actually want a goth girlfriend. So, like, I'm not entirely sure what they want with this. You know, being a Therian is not a style like it is to being goth or to be emo. Like, one can be a Therian in so many ways, so it doesn't really make any sense either. Therian POV may cause shifts. Okay. I mean, I don't have any issues with the Therian POV videos, because I actually think they're quite nice. Like, if you feel like inducing a shift, for example, for comfort, these type of videos may be very comforting to watch. I have actually made a Therian POV video myself before, so feel free to check that out if you want to. Something I don't understand, however, and this is like the second video I come across that does that. I see people putting a trigger warning on their videos about something possibly causing shifts. That part I don't understand as much, because, you know, while shifts can be triggered, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is going to negatively affect somebody that much. Like, on my Therian POV video, I've literally seen people commenting on my video saying, like, you should have put a trigger warning on there because this is going to induce shifts. And I'm just over here like, you know, you can block shifts out, even if it may be hard sometimes, but it's not like it's going to take you over as if you're a werewolf or something. Again, it doesn't work like that. When you shift, you're not randomly going to turn into your Stereotype. It's simply a kind of a switch within your mind where you suddenly think a little more animalistic thoughts, or you suddenly sense a little more animalistically. And while yes, sometimes it may be inconvenient for somebody to have a shift, it's not going to negatively affect them so much that they're going to act in a way that they don't want to, because shifts are never that uncontrolled. You can control a shift to a certain degree. So to put an actual trigger warning on a POV video because it may induce shifts, it just feels a little bit, I don't know, man. It just feels a bit off. It almost feels like you're not really taking trigger warnings seriously, because there are tons of other different types of trigger warnings you can put on something that is way more urgent, that is way more serious to put out there. Trigger warnings should not be used because somebody is going to see something that they find inconvenient because their mindset may be changed a little bit. No, trigger warnings should be used for topics that are actually going to harm a person if they think about it, because they are traumatized, for example, or because it might actually trigger something neurological that's going on, for example, epilepsy warnings and stuff. Like it kind of makes it feel like people are treating Therian Territory as if it's a mental disorder that can be triggered, and where shifts can be triggered, and that's like a really bad thing, and that you're going to mentally transform into an animal, you know? Are you starting to get the trend that I'm seeing here? Because that's just not how it works. Therian Territory doesn't work like that. So again, I have nothing against Therian POV videos, and I think they're really nice, but like, I really don't see a reason to put a trigger warning on videos like that. Outfits I would give you based off your Theritype. It's, you spelled your one. Wolf. Okay. Coyote. Alright, that's cute. Fox. Ah yes, the autumny colors, of course. Calico cats. Ah yeah, more of like a cozy clothes. Ferret. That's cute. That's honestly kind of cute. I do like basing one's clothing style off of their stereotypes a little bit. I don't necessarily agree that much with the wolf one though, because I would never wear such short clothes. When I think of a wolf or a wolf stereotype, I rather think about very thick clothes, as if you're in the cold and stuff, because wolves generally have a pretty thick pelt. So yeah, that one I don't agree with that much, but making the fox one autumn colored and stuff, yeah, that's definitely very fitting, and I really love that actually. People think Therians look like this, but they can also look like well, yeah. This is basically the message that I've been trying to send to people in my video, where I talk about what Therians look like generally, and I try to sort of defy the stereotypes of people saying that Therians always wear masks and always wear tails and stuff, while in reality Therian Territory isn't really visible on the outside generally. It's only visible if you decide to express it. But Therians can be everywhere around the world, and they can look like anything. They can be of any age, they can have any profession, as shown in the video, and that's absolutely correct. And I really love that people are starting to spread that message as well, because if I scroll through all of these YouTube shorts at the moment, all I see are people dressing up with the Therian masks and the tails and stuff. And you know, I'm not shy to say that I also wear my tails. I'm not one to wear masks per se, but me not wearing these things will not make me any less of a Therian. And I'm sure there are plenty of people in the community out there who don't do anything with the quadrobics or the Therian masks and the Therian tails, etc., who are still just 100% genuinely a Therian. That is also why within my Discord server, for example, I really tend to push away the stereotypes a little bit and encourage people to talk about the experience rather than the gear and stuff, because it's way more interesting to see how people experience their Therian Territory rather than how they express it, in my opinion. And I really wish there were more YouTube shorts out there that would kind of go more in depth about those experiences. Like, for example, the one that I just watched about somebody dissecting sort of the behaviors of the different stereotypes. That was really nice because it was about the Therian experience. A really sweet interaction we had with some other Therians.
I saw you and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're Therians.
Yeah.
You got that
pretty and good math.
Thank
you.
Oh, that's so cool. Aren't we guys so sweet?
I've actually had this happen to me a couple of times as well, which is like the cutest thing ever. And it was incredibly adorable to have that interaction with somebody and have somebody be so excited to see another Therian. And you know, I'm gonna be honest, it's often kids that come to me and say they also have like a YouTube channel, or say that they have a TikTok channel and stuff, and that they post quadrobics videos. And but what I like about that sort of interaction is that I don't really mind anymore whether that person is actually a Therian or not. It's just really nice to have that interaction and have that person be so happy about it. Sometimes they even recognize me from my channel and then they get even more excited, so that's really nice. And you know, if I really get a chance to conversate with them, I often do try to like inform them in the right direction as well. So then I often ask them what the stereotypes are and what their experiences are like and stuff. And when they tell me they're not entirely sure, I often kind of direct them to the right types of places where they could look into that, to sort of encourage them to actually do research about what Therian therapy is really like. That's what I often try to do. I've even had this interaction with a kid once. The person basically told me, and they kind of like hinted towards me saying like, I am anti-zoo. And I was like, oh good, because so am I, you know. I was just kind of like, I don't know if I should be talking about the subject with the kid, but sure, I just know that, okay, cool, that I am too, you know. And then they said like, yeah, because, you know, all those animals within those zoos, it's just really sad to see, and they're all so locked up, and it was just so adorable. You know, me and my pack still think back to that moment very often because it was just so adorable, and seeing a kid being so slightly ignorant about the true meaning of it just, yeah, very adorable. But oh well. I think I'm going to do one more and then I'll wrap up this video. Oh, you're back. Oh god.
What do their parents think when they look outside and their like 14-year-old kid is running around on all four legs with a mask that looks like a wolf and is like, Mommy, I'm wolf them, wolf self. Where is the line? Somebody commented and said, my therapist will hear about this. Same. Somebody else said, side eye. That's how I feel looking at any TikToks these days.
Oh my god, she's back. I generally do not understand why she's putting herself through this every single time. I reacted to Brett Cooper before. Brett Cooper actually reacted to me first, and then I reacted to her. Seemingly, she's not enjoying herself when she's watching these videos. Is she having any joy in making these videos at all? Because at this point, I'm kind of just like, you know, you could just not watch these videos. This kid is clearly enjoying themselves with making these videos, and honestly, I generally think like with the whole camera angle and stuff and make it sort of like a first person view, I think it's not that terrible either. Like somebody put actual thought into making this video, and all that she can mention is what would the parents think and what would the pronouns of this Therian be, and I'm just kind of like, who cares? And it's because of these types of videos that showing supportive parents within the Therian community is so incredibly important, because people keep on assuming things about Therians, about their parents being unsupportive all the time, and their gender identity being influenced by their Therian therapy and anything like that. And then you get people like Brett Cooper, who is clearly just not open-minded to learn about it. And I'm just over here like, if you don't want to learn about it, then don't react to it. I have attempted to educate her before. I didn't really get a response out of that, and that's fine, you know, but clearly she hasn't learned a thing. And I'm just kind of like, it's so bad. You're doing nothing but spreading negativity through the YouTube community or through the internet in general. There's absolutely no reason for you to be doing this aside from money, I guess. You could think of so many other things to react to where you don't have to shame somebody for being who they are and doing what they like to do. Like, it's really not that hard. So long as what somebody is doing isn't harmful, there's really no reason to shame them. And I am over here reacting to Brett Cooper because what she is doing is harmful. You're literally making fun of a kid. Anyways, that was it for you guys today. I really hope you guys enjoy these types of videos where I react to YouTube shorts or TikTok videos that are Therian related. And if you do, please feel free to like this video and maybe comment down below as well. Let me know what your opinion is about all of these topics that I've sparked, because I'm very curious to hear them. And if you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe. I have recently hit 10,000 subscribers again, which I am incredibly grateful for. I am slowly but surely crawling back up to the previous amount that I used to have, and I'm just generally very happy to see that you guys found me again, so thank you guys so much for that. And I'll be seeing you guys in my Therian territory in the next video. Bye. A massive thanks to my Therian Territory members Arden the Snap, Wembrion, Obsidian, Voilo, and White Tidalhound. Join the Therian Territory membership for early access, extra features and content, and more personal contact with me.